everyone. It's Marilyn here with my business partner who is also my amazing husband, Jonathan.
Hello, everyone.
We're going to be talking about setting up your profile to attract people automatically. So most of you already have a personal Facebook page. So let's talk about creating and optimizing your business fan page. And then later on, we're going to talk about how you brand yourself on your personal Facebook.
All right, for those who need help with creating a business fan page, I'm going to briefly go over it. You go to your right, to the top right corner on your Facebook page, and you hit the drop down arrow, hit create page. And once you hit that, you're going to land here into this category page. Now, depending if you're in the nonprofit world, which I would click here for the nonprofit, but for those who are in providing professional services or pushing a product, you will either hit local business place or even public figure because you're in the business of branding yourself. So you will choose a category here, either business. I choose business service. And for business name, I do suggest that you look into branding yourself. That's very important because people follow people and not products or services. And so it's highly suggested that you just put your name. You might have your own brand. You might have already created a name, and that's fine. You might be able to put that, your name, and then the brand next to it, which would be fine. But as long as your name is there, because people want to connect with you, they want to know that you're real and that you're there. So let's click get started. Oh, all right. I was just making up a name there. All right. So in this section, you just do a quick about me. You can always revisit this in your settings and go into more details. And then your website, of course, will go there. You want to upload a picture of yourself, not just of your company or of your logo. A picture of yourself would be fine. And then you want to add it to favorites so you have quick access on your desktop as well as your mobile phone. Now, this is an important step, preferred page audience. And this is what I love about Facebook. It's not only is Facebook one of the largest social media platforms, but it also is one of the largest behavioral data platforms where you get an opportunity to really narrow down your prospects. And so here's an example of age. I don't want anybody from the age of 13 or 14, actually from the ages 13 to 23, even bothering around my page. Now, no offense to those who are younger, teenagers, 18 to 22, but at that time they're probably in college, they're busy, even at the age of 23 all the way to 25 or 26, they're busy with college and they're really not looking into possibly starting their own business or anything like that. And of course, a lot of seniors are not involved in Facebook. They're not tech savvy. So ages 48 to about 54, I leave it around all. And then interest. This is a very important thing section here because you get an opportunity now to narrow down, as I share with you, that Facebook is also one of the largest behavioral data platforms, and Facebook collects data from you, websites that you visited. Just having the app on your phone, really Facebook knows exactly what you like and what you dislike, and so you can narrow down your audience. So if you're in business, let's say, okay, I'm in business, I'm in marketing, whatever it may be, and you could just start to narrow down, or if in real estate. And if you look here to your right, it shows you a description of people who are interested in personal financing or people who are interested in real estate, and it tells you how many people are interested. This is a large amount of number, and so you could just start to really narrow down your prospects and know exactly. You have to know exactly who you're trying to target here. This is an important step. And if you miss this step, you can always go back to your business page, and here on the top right corner, click settings, and on the left column, preferred page audience. You click here, and then you can click the edit button, and there you can begin to edit your business page and target hot prospects.
So now let's talk about branding yourself on your personal page. So as we all know, first impressions are everything. You never get a second chance to make a first impression. It's similar to as if you're doing a blog post, you're doing a video or a book. You want to let people know that they have come to the right place. In this case, we want to make sure that they know that they're coming to the right profile. You want about 95% of the people that are connecting with you, you want them to say that they're connecting with you because you are inviting. So your positive outlook in life. And they want to ensure that you're giving them value. So pump out a ton of value. You'll find that less people pitching their deal, and they're going to be less people treating you like a lead or a prospect, and more people asking for advice instead. Facebook is changing all the time. So just keep in mind that, you want to make sure that you're staying up to date with it because it allows you to put yourself out there. One of the things that Facebook has done that I love is if you guys go to your personal page, there's an intro part. And in that intro part, you could just put a small, brief description, tell people a little bit about you, and you could just use a few words. So for me, I put, I love God, my family, blogging, travel, personal development, positive people, and you. It's keeping them engaging, they're understanding just a little bit about me. Keep in mind, you want to be inviting. You also want to attract and keep people attracted because you're giving them positive content. You have some type of sense of humor. And you're giving them a little piece about your lifestyle and what you do. You want to attract and build rapport with people you possibly want to do business with. So keep that in mind when you're putting some of that information out there on your intro. So your name, it's much like your brand, but as my husband mentioned, people want to purchase from people. People build relationships with people. They don't build relationships with product or services. So when someone is buying from you, it's typically because of that relationship.
And this is an important point for a lot of network marketers to really understand. You might be very excited about your company. You might be very driven for the product. You love the product, but not everybody shares that same interest. And if you are constantly representing the brand or the company, most likely you're not getting a lot of engagement. People respect you. They already love you. You have a lot of close friends and families. So go out there and brand yourself because it's in an easy way. It's a more professional way to present a product to your friends as a referral.
And just like as, my husband mentioned, you want to brand yourself because your name could become a household name like Jim Rohn, Ziggy Ziglar, and even as we all know, Tony Robbins. These are household names that have now become, and that is their name. So we want to make sure that we're using our real name and making sure that we're becoming personable. So fill in the rest is our next topic. On your timeline, you have a section where you can put about me. So this is one of the places, believe it or not, that is most visited. And a lot of people are checking out your about me because they want to make sure that you're an actual person. So on the intro, tell people more about your lifestyle, how to connect with you, and what your past experiences were. You have helped, who have you helped in the past? And most importantly, how to further connect with you. If that's via email, website, or phone number. You can also invite them to follow you on your social media platforms. So share your fan page, share the link there as well. So when people are visiting your page, these are potential clients, business partners that when they first visit your page, you're setting the tone on how they view you. So remember, first impressions are what? They're everything. So when you're going into now those details about you, these are some of the things that you want to take an opportunity to share your vision and your story, because once they're reading this is how you're going to position yourself and how they're going to get to know you. And a few things that we're going to talk about today is your background. So give them a little history about your background. What you don't like about it. So what don't you like about your profession? If you're working in corporate America, if you worked in corporate America, if you were in network marketing and it didn't work out, but now you're finding success. Give a little bit of the background story.
Your story really starts to touch on a lot of pain points, which is key. And when you're touching on people's pain point, you're relating to them. And when you're relating to them, they will open up more to your service or your product.
So when you're going into that background, make it relatable, touch on those pain points. What didn't you like about it? That's another thing that kind of ties in with the background. How did you find a solution? The solution that you found, if that's a product, a company, a service, a training, or a coach that fixed your problems, you want to dig deep into that. And how you feel about the future. What are you looking forward to? So if you guys go on my About Me, you guys will see my story, my background. So make sure that you guys are going in there, take a look. That way you kind of have a little bit more of an outline. And feel free to use my outline. Feel free to take what I have on there and make it your own. Please, though, make sure you don't have a ton of I's in there. You want to make sure you don't have a whole bunch of me's and I's. Another great way to attract people to your profile is allow follows to your personal profile. Though I've always been a strong believer to separate your personal profile from your business page, recently my perception has changed. Most of the people you come in contact with, they want to take a look at your personal profile for social proof reasons. They want to know more about you. The follow function allows people to see all of your public updates without you having to accept them as a friend and see their updates in your newsfeed. So this allows anyone to connect with you. But I know how important privacy is. That's why I used to have the same perception. So always keep my posts private, but it wasn't good for business and it's not good for business. So I have some good news. After you turn the follow function on in your settings to public, you can still choose any individual post to be visible to friends, to any list you have set up, or to public. So when you use this feature to filter updates about your family to your friends and updates about your business or things that you're comfortable with sharing publicly to public, this allows your privacy to stay intact and your industry content remains highly visible. The other great thing about the feature is that anyone you don't accept as a friend automatically becomes a follower. So you can quickly and easily build your audience with little effort. So let's go in and let me show you how to set up your follow option to public, and then I'm going to show you how to change your audience settings in your post. So let's go here into your settings. Then you want to look for public post. Right here where it says who can follow me, you see how I have mine set to public. Most of yours is probably set to friends, but all you have to do is click and then on the drop down and click public, and it'll allow your profile to now become visible and public to everyone. So let's now go here and let me show you how to change your post so that everyone can see it. So if we scroll down, recently I shared this blog that I was featured in. I was really excited, wanted to share it with everyone. So if you see right here, it says public. I can change it to my friends, but I can also change it to public. One of the things that I try to keep just for my friends is anything personal that's not business related. For instance, it was my birthday over the weekend, and I had a great night with my husband. We got a chance to go out, and I shared these photos. And as you guys can see here, it's checked off for friends only. So only my friends will be able to see those posts. So the activating the follow option will allow people to see your public post of your business or industry, and if they choose to friend request you, they automatically become followers without you accepting their friend request. So this allows them to see your public updates and you can see theirs. And this is a great way to build an audience with little efforts. Thank you guys for tuning in, and stay tuned for the next couple of trainings that we're going to be posting. If you guys have any questions, like always, feel free to inbox me, send me a message, and let me know what questions you have, and I'll talk to you all soon. Take care, guys.